Jane, you want to play Cowboys and Barbies with me?
I can't! All my cowboys are in jail!
You know what that is, Mac.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, we got some trouble.
It's the po-po.
Uh-oh, nobody likes to see those flashing lights.
No.
Some people have been seeing these flashing lights a lot.
Quite a bit.
Quite a bit.
Yes.
Hey, welcome to the next episode of Fantasy Headliners coming at you, episode 5. Man, there's some issues with the law going on.
Yeah. It's getting kind of rough.
Like contagious.
Out here. Yeah.
Well, contagious for one team.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Cowboys are what you would call struggling.
A little bit.
Just a little bit. I mean, you got the issues with Zeke from last year still popping up, and this year. I mean, he can't stay out of trouble. Poor old unlucky Whitehead. I mean, what happens when you get cut from a team, and then you're proven innocent like 6 hours later?
Right.
And then you end up on the Jets.
I mean, yeah.
That's like a double. Oh crap.
Right. That's that's what you call a bad week.
That's a bad week.
You know what I mean?
Between that, I know they had another linebacker get in trouble this week. I mean, it is like non-stop.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys spend more time behind bars than on the field.
Yeah.
But it's been like that for a long time.
Years, man. You can go back. Michael Irvin, Leon Lett. I mean, these guys have a history. Jerry Jones, I mean, I don't know what it is. He attracts this, type of.
I think it's because people know they can play for him.
Maybe
they can mess up, and he's still going to pay them.
But it is what it is.
It is what it is. So what do you think because of all this? You think how much? I mean, I know it hasn't come out yet with how many games Zeke's going to get.
Yeah.
How much do you think it affects him, though?
I tell you what. It's like this. If you're sitting at the number 3 spot, and it comes out that he may miss 3 games, just say like Le'Veon did last year. Me personally, if I was at that spot, I would think very hard about that. Number one, because I don't think that the success that they had last year will be repeated. As I mentioned on one of our previous shows, I think that he's going to go into this sophomore slump.
Sophomore.
Yeah, that
happened.
I don't know.
That's on radio. That's been recorded.
That's maybe we can edit that, but
I got nothing.
Yeah, you know what I mean. With him, Dak, I mean it's a lot of variables. So not even including this whole fiasco and just seems like everything that's following him. I wasn't really high on him, so I would probably look at Antonio Brown, to be honest with you, if I was sitting at that spot.
At number 3?
Yeah. And I know you don't.
I mean, I get it. And I think it's all going to depend how many games he gets suspended for.
Right.
If it comes out where he's 2-3 games maybe, I mean, I can't argue the Antonio Brown fact.
Right.
But I can tell you, if I'm past number 3 and he's sitting there, I'm
at 4.
Man, then you get into the whole Julio and Odell.
Yeah.
And Antonio Brown, that's tough.
Well, see, because look at it like this. Okay, like I said, Le'Veon, he did it last year. Had a phenomenal year. I don't think Zeke is that same type of player. You know what I'm saying? Like, people look at what he achieved last year, and it kind of clouds people's judgments of. And not saying he's a bad player. I mean, I think he's a great talent. But I think it's just, they lost a lot of, members on there, or actually 2 key members off their offensive line. Dak, I don't think he's going to have that same success like he had last year. So that's going to, play into, Zeke's performance. So, and then you're already going to hold possibly 3 games, maybe more. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I think it all depends when you draft too. If you're drafting really soon,
yeah.
I mean, heck, take a shot in the dark. I mean, maybe he only gets 1 or 2 games. You just make sure you pick up either McFadden, I don't even know, Alfred Morris, I guess. I mean, whoever it is that's comes out to be the back. What was that? Did I just catch up?
Yeah. That was because when you said Alfred Morris,
you puckered up a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. I mean, It's one of those things though where, heck, you never know. He may get suspended one game.
Yeah.
If he gets suspended one game, I'll take Zeke at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean, I'll go on forever.
Yeah, I mean,
If he's going to fall, I'm going to take him.
Yeah.
Later on. But if it does come out where he's going to be out a certain amount of time, and you pass on him, I can't.
Right. I mean, I can't, argue, somebody's, logic and taking a chance on him. If you want to say take a chance, I mean, because like I said, the guy had almost 300 carries last year, 1,200 plus yards. I mean, he was a beast.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, it's just, I don't know, man. That's I'd be leery about it.
Yeah.
Like I said, take a sure bet. Brown's going to have a fantastic year. They're primed to be a juggernaut. With Bryant being back, Big Ben looks like he's healthy. They're going to be awesome. Le'Veon,
Speaking of Le'Veon, I mean, one of the biggest decisions I think of anybody's fantasy football season, it's really the only spot in the entire draft where you can kind of pick your destiny.
Right.
It's the people who get the number one pick.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody out there's torn. You see it all over Twitter. Is it David Johnson? Is it Le'Veon Bell?
Yeah.
I mean, if it's up to me, and I know I'm trying to be as impartial as possible, but David Johnson is a stud, and all this stuff coming out about 30 touches a game.
Right.
Man, I'm not going to say I don't like Le'Veon Bell because, I mean, I like him. He's a good player. He's fun to watch.
Right.
He gets the ball a lot. But, A, he plays for the Steelers, and I can't stand the Steelers.
Come on now.
2, I just have a feeling that, I mean, he's been injured before. He's had knee injuries in the past.
Right.
This whole issue coming out with his contract, it's going to be one of two things. He's either going to ball out for as much money as he can get, and somebody's going to end up paying him a serious amount of, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Or he's just going to say, man, forget you guys. I'm out of here.
You know what? And that's a great point. I just don't see him. This is where we differ in this situation. I don't see Le'Veon being that, type of player. Yeah, I mean, it could factor in, but he seems professional enough, that here's the thing. He wants to be valued as what he is and what he brings to the table for, the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, last year he had close to 2,000 combined yards total. About 1,200 on the ground, 630 in the air. So I mean, you're looking at a guy who's a number 1 RB and a number 2 wide receiver, basically.
Yeah, but that's all kind of ridiculous, though, for one player to want to get 2 positions worth of salary.
Well, okay.
I mean, that's greed.
Well, yes and no. But look at it like this.
Here comes the LeVar Ball speech. Go for it. I'm listening.
I was good. That's pretty good because I was actually gonna compare it to a basketball analogy, but what I'm saying, you take a player who has so many multiple talents, like a great Magic Johnson, the great Urban Magic Johnson. Okay, the only player that could ever play all 5 positions. So when you got a player like that versus John Stockton, not to take anything away from him, he's a great player in his own right, but can you say you pay those 2 players the same? They play the same position. You know what I'm saying? They're both point guards, or were, but you got one who has more attributes, more skills, more things that he brings to the table. So that's the same thing with Le'Veon and even David Johnson. They bring these type of things that other running backs don't do, or the majority don't. So, yeah, I think it's fair. I mean,
so you're taking Le'Veon Bell?
I'm taking Le'Veon with a bullet. I say that, but yeah, I feel good about it.
That's what I got to say about that. I disagree. I mean, you can't pass on David Johnson. I mean, not only is he a good guy,
right? He
stayed out of trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, Le'Veon Bell might as well leave and go to the Steelers. Go to the Cowboys.
Right.
He went down the same, him and LeGarrette Blount,
Had some blunts.
They had some blunts at some point or another.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I'm David Johnson. I mean, if you're looking for my individual opinion, it's David Johnson hands down. I mean, he's done everything that's been asked of him.
No doubt. I mean,
and he's done it from his rookie year. I mean, he had that small injury at the end of last year, but he's healthy.
mm-hmm.
There's talk of getting 30 touches a game. I mean, stuff like that makes it not easy for me to stand up during fantasy season, if you know what I mean.
Well,
whoa,
let's don't go there. Let's keep it as a good one.
That was a good one.
We're gonna keep this thing PG-13.
That's right. But no, I mean it is what it is. I mean, whoever gets that number one pick is going to take one of these two players.
Yeah,
9 times out of 10. I don't think you're going to go wrong either way. But if you want a better overall team, you're going to listen to me and take David Johnson.
Whoa, wait a minute. Now.
Anyway, moving on. Moving on. One thing that did just come out in the news we want to touch base on. There's a few players that have been hurt already. Already. I mean, heck, wow. We ain't even had a full week of training camp yet, and they're starting to drop.
Man.
And one of them, to me, is not a surprise. Jordan Reed is already hurt. He's got toe soreness. That big old dude got toe soreness.
Yeah.
He got the gout.
That's pretty bad.
It could be. I mean, if you're that position, someplace you got to, push off and pivot.
Right.
The last place you want some soreness is your toe.
Well, he's running out of limbs, basically.
Yeah, I mean, it's just process of elimination.
You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Is Pinky going to be hurt next?
It could be.
So.
Hangnail? I mean, heck. Hangnails can be bad.
They can
be painful.
Actually. Yeah.
And the other one, Joe Flacco. This one just came out not that long ago. I mean, this one to me kind of hurts because this kind of affects a few of the guys that I had ranked pretty high.
Mm-hmm.
I was pretty high on Mike Wallace, Jerry Maclin. Then he had Kenneth Dixon go down. So then I started to get excited about Terrence West and Danny Woodhead.
Rashad Perriman.
Yeah.
Go.
Hang on. There we go. Hey. Had to do it again. I was excited about a few of those guys. I thought they had a good chance, and they still do.
Yeah.
I mean, they're saying right now Flacco could be out 3 to 6 weeks. Mm-hmm. If that's the case, he may not be the starter week 1, possibly week 2. What concerns me is it's a back injury, and especially with a quarterback, if he's got back injuries already, what's going to happen the first time he takes a hit from his backside?
Yeah.
Is he going to re-aggravate it? And I know Joe Flacco is probably not somebody who's heavily targeted in fantasy as somebody who's going to be on your team, but that does affect the guys we mentioned earlier. And right now it's Ryan Mallett who's behind him. Hasn't gotten much of a chance.
Who'd you say it was?
Exactly. Him. Yeah. Ryan Mallett.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, I mean, it does. It hurts some of these guys. They may fall back a little bit. Mm-hmm. I do think there's a chance that West and Woodhead get maybe, I don't want to say a bump, but I don't think it's going to affect them as much. They could end up running the ball more.
Right.
Mallett may get in trouble, dump the ball off to Woodhead. Less pass attempts, obviously, with Mallett than with Flacco, so West may get some more carries. But it's something you got to watch. I mean, this could definitely affect the receiving core of Baltimore.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, here's what's going to happen. I mean, like you said, they're going to go 2 games in the hole, basically. First 2 probably. The defense is going to have to try to carry him. So, in effect, their offense is going to be none effect. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's nobody that really stands out. I mean, like you said, Mallett, come on. This guy I thought I saw him working at Lowe's the other day.
Yeah, I mean, I think he bagged my groceries like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
I mean, come on now.
You've got to be kidding.
That's what I thought.
I'm not saying, that people should kind of defer from taking these guys because, Danny Woodhead, West, all the aforementioned players will be effective, eventually. Hopefully, if Flacco comes back. But like you said, any type of spine, back injury, that core of your body, I mean, that's kind of hard. Ask Romo. I mean,
yeah, I mean, heck, he's dealt with back issues for like 4 decades.
Yeah, I mean,
I think he was born with back issues.
Yeah.
It could be, but he's a Cowboy.
He's played like it.
Yeah. What about somebody I've been thinking about lately, and I put a question up on Twitter the other day and got a little bit of action. Isaiah Crowell, he's been somebody who's been hopping on the hype train here heavy the past couple of weeks. I'm talking feed the crow.
Yeah.
But I saw a report today that Brock Osweiler could be the quarterback, and that just absolutely turns Crowell into Lamar Miller of 2016 2.0 all over again.
Yeah.
And that is not appealing.
No, at all. I mean, he was high on my draft board, a few weeks ago, but like you said, that whole quarterback situation is crazy. Kaiser.
I like Kaiser.
Well,
I haven't seen him play in the profession.
Right. He's got a lot of potential. You know what I'm saying? But
Brock's got potential to be horrible. I mean, he's potentially one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL.
Yeah, he's definitely on that lower end. I'd take Peyton right now before I take Brock.
And Peyton hadn't played football, and he probably ain't even picked up. I'd take Brett Favre.
You know what?
Brett Favre.
I'd take Vince Young.
Whew.
Now that's saying something.
Speaking of checking out at Lowe's the other day, Vince Young had been at Lowe's for like a decade.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, I can't
what
really
was
argue
it
with
that Vince was hot and upset about something in the news a while back. Do you remember?
I have no idea.
He was trying to make himself relevant again. Sorry, Vince, if you're watching this, but hey.
Yeah, but you're not relevant.
Exactly.
But hey, like, comment, subscribe.
Exactly.
Stay tuned. Follow us on Twitter. Yeah, no, I'm not going to say I'm off the Crowell bandwagon, but it's at a steady crawl now. It's not at full steam anymore.
Yeah.
Not by any means.
And I hate it too because he had so much potential, to be an RB1. Outstanding.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. It could have been, should have been.
Hey,
probably not going to be.
I could have been 215 pounds, but hey,
yeah,
I love McDonald's.
That's right.
So
deal with it.
It is what it is.
That's right. Deal with it.
Yeah.
All right. Now this is something that's going to boom. It's going to be somebody that. Oh, wow, I can't believe you did that. I can't keep myself composed here. Hang on a second. Somebody that. Oh, I've totally lost control now.
It's all good.
It's all good. Somebody that I know is really going to be, that's injured now. That's got a lot of people upset. Mm-hmm. Latavius Murray.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yep. Yeah. Unfortunately, Latavius Murray is already hurt. I know. I was bummed out about it too.
Hey.
Well, I got over it real quick.
Really fast.
Really fast. I saw a clip of Dalvin Cook the other day, taking a handoff and turning the corner, and the dude looked like a blur.
Yeah.
This guy, he could be. I know he was drafted after McCaffrey and Fournette. Mm-hmm. This could be the guy to watch out for as far as rookie running backs go.
Yeah, I like him a lot. Here's the thing, man. It's about Fournette, Mixon, McCaffrey, Dalvin. Not necessarily in that order, but I mean, you got so much potential out of those guys, man. This is the deepest. Samaje, we hadn't even talked about him. This is a deep running back class, and all those guys could really have a lot of value to their respective teams. But Dalvin, yeah, he's gonna get some early, looks, and heck, Latavius might not even see the field.
I'd be fine with that.
I'm good with it.
I'm good.
Where would you say that Dalvin's probably going right now, ADP wise?
I haven't looked at it today, but if I had to guess, especially since Murray got hurt, I'm guessing he's probably up in the 5th, 6th round.
Yeah.
Somebody you can kind of get if you do wait on running back. Mm-hmm. That's somebody I'd be targeting.
I mean, it's a lot of potential. If you go heavy wide receiver, you can get somebody like that who could possibly be.
Maybe. If he goes out and shows out in preseason.
Exactly.
You got to take him early.
Yeah.
Got to take him early.
Got to get him early. Yeah. Alan knows about that.
That's right. Yeah, shout out to Alan. Another person that kind of falls in the same category, Ty Montgomery. Mm-hmm. I like Ty Montgomery.
Yeah.
I know you liked Ty Montgomery last year. Mm-hmm. Now, do we like Ty Montgomery because of who he worked out with in the offseason?
Yes.
Or do we like Ty Montgomery because of his chances this year?
Yes.
Do we like Ty Montgomery because he gave us dual position eligibility last year?
Yes.
Okay, so I mean, I don't know if we like Ty Montgomery based off of more off-field stuff,
Right.
or last year compared to this year. I mean, there's a lot of people in that same area, and he's going to fall in the same area as Dalvin Cook.
Right.
Who would you choose if you had to choose between Dalvin and Ty?
Wow, that's a good one. And I'm trying to keep my heart out of it because, like you said, I had him last year. He was one of the my favorite players. I have an eye test. When I gauge players and when I see them, how they move on the field. Oh, wait a minute, not that type.
You said an eye test.
Hold on now. That's for the cheerleaders.
Okay.
But yeah, we're gonna clarify and be clear. No, but you can tell certain positions. With running backs especially, anytime you see a running back, say for instance like Ty Montgomery, Le'Veon Bell, when they're really patient going, coming up to the line, they're slow to the line and that pick the hole and that blow right through it. You know what I'm saying? Give the offensive line enough time to set up blockers and stuff like that. When you see stuff like that, you can really pinpoint and tell a good running back from somebody who just goes all steam ahead.
The Eddie Lacy's.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Minus the cheeseburgers.
There ain't no way you can have Eddie Lacy without the cheeseburgers.
Well, that's true.
No, I don't care.
I've heard some talk. But we'll get to that.
Eddie Lacy eating cheeseburgers.
We'll get to Lacy in a little bit. Oh, man. I don't know if you guys believe in ghosts, but something just happened.
Something just flickered.
Hey, but it's all good.
It's all good. We're going to roll on too.
We're going to be good.
That's right. If it goes off again, we may leave.
Right.
Okay.
So.
Anyway.
But check it out, though. If I had to pick between the two, okay, let me backpedal a little bit. My concerns with Green Bay and with Ty Montgomery, okay, yeah, they drafted 3 running backs, but they had no other choice. There was nobody there but Ty. So you can look at it one of two ways. Either A, they don't fully believe in him, they need some insurance, or B, it was just like, okay, we don't have nobody but Ty Montgomery. Who else we gonna play? We're not bringing back Fat Lacy. Starks is gone. He was gone last year. Matter of fact, we definitely ain't bringing back Christine Michaels.
Yeah, the chosen one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think it was out of necessity they had to have those backs. A lot of people keep bringing that up, but I think I'd have to go with Dalvin, man.
Yeah.
I think I had to go with Dalvin.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You gotta speak up.
I mean, you sound a little bit hesitant.
But like I said, it's because of the fact I like Ty Montgomery. I really do. And he has the potential.
But Ty's in a Green Bay Packer offense.
Exactly. So you're looking at a guy who's going to throw for about 5,000 yards. And speaking of Green Bay, I'm telling you, the fantasy prophet is going to speak right now.
Everybody tune in, listen.
Tune in. Randall Cobb.
He's going to do what?
Hey, the pendulum is changing.
What's Randall Cobb going to do this year?
Randall Cobb is going to go off.
Like for what? What are you calling?
I'm calling 1,200 yards, 8 TDs. Boom.
Hey,
yeah.
I mean, it's not out of the question. He's done it before.
Right.
Do I think it's going to happen this year? Probably not. I mean, there's just so many weapons there.
Well, true.
I mean, if Cobb's getting 1,200, is he taking all Devontae Adams? Is Devontae Adams going to disappear?
I don't. You know what? I mean, look at the track history.
But Cobb can't predict. I mean, look what Cobb did when Jordy was hurt. Cobb was almost non-existent. If Jordy goes down, if Devontae Adams goes down,
yeah.
I think Cobb is good as a number 3.
Right.
I don't think he can do anything else. I just don't know if there's enough targets and looks for him. I can see the touchdowns.
Right.
The touchdowns I got no problem with, but the 1,200 yards.
Hey.
I think you've been hanging out with Lev Bell and LeGarrette Blount too much.
Maybe.
Wow.
What have you heard?
What have you heard?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's possible. I'm not saying it can't happen, but
I mean, you know, and they've got the black unicorn there.
who?
The black unicorn, Bennett.
Martellus?
Hey, I'm gonna get that on a
You can
T-shirt.
get a T-shirt with that
That'd
on
be
there?
awesome.
It could
I know some. Well, I ain't gonna say that.
Yeah.
Somebody
And do I need to get the sensor beep
get
up
the
here?
sense of beat. I'm gonna get that T-shirt.
That's right.
But anyway, it's a lot of targets to go around. I think this offense is gonna be, it's gonna be a high-powered offense, man. Aaron Rodgers is not slowing down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got him, Breeze, Brady, maybe Matt Ryan, top 4 all day long, man. They're gonna throw that ball, and he's got plenty of weapons. I mean, why not? It's not beyond reason that Randall could have 1,200, Adams could get 1,000, Bennett could have 800, 6 TDs. I mean, it's
It could
enough to
happen.
go around. It could happen,
It could.
and then Ty. I mean, it could happen.
Only one way to find out.
A few more weeks, baby.
A few more weeks, we're going to find out.
Count down. I'm
You know,
excited,
absolutely. I'm getting really excited.
man.
Another injury we didn't talk about earlier. I know it happened. It's not breaking news by any means. It came out about a week or so ago. Is Andrew Luck.
Right.
And I know when you were just naming off quarterbacks about a week ago, his name was that fourth
Yeah.
name. Now he's not that fourth name anymore.
No.
Are you down on Andrew Luck?
Yes.
Is there any circumstance where you're taking Andrew Luck?
Maybe if he's
Somebody's going to take him.
somebody's going to take him, and they're not going to heed the Fantasy Profits warnings. But I'm telling you, I wouldn't do it. You know, I think it's a torn meniscus, right?
Yeah, I believe it's something like
Something to that effect.
I mean, we may be totally off with that.
Maybe totally off.
I mean, he may have,
but, hey, he might
pulled
have
a pec muscle or something. Whatever.
exactly, but it's got something to do with his throwing mechanisms.
He's
I know
hurt.
that. He's hurt.
Well, his meniscus is in his knee, so unless he plans on throwing with his feet, I
Well,
don't
I've
think
seen that.
There's
Yeah.
this other video on YouTube. I saw that.
I did, but we're not gonna go there. Anyway, just by him being hurt, you know what I'm saying? It's Ty is his value is gonna go down. Moncrief, well, you already know how I feel about him anyway. Jack
Mother
Doyle. Man, I hate that. You know what I mean? Because I was really big. I was really high on Jack Doyle.
And
this year.
it still could be.
It could.
I mean, whatever quarterback comes in to back up Andrew Luck, they may have to have a lot of short dump off passes to Doyle.
Possible.
Frank Gore may tote the ball 30 times in the first 2 games, and next thing you know, insert Marlon Mack.
Okay. It could happen.
It could happen.
I've seen stranger
Stay
things.
tuned.
Yeah. So I mean, but I don't know, man. 10th round, I'd take a chance on him, but I'd get somebody else as insurance. Even maybe stream a couple.
What about Carson Palmer?
I mean, who's
Come
gonna
on,
throw
be
it
real.
to?
Be real.
Who's he going?
Larry Fitzgerald.
Man, we were just talking about old players.
Old
What you
player.
said.
He old.
He's old.
But you know what? He's still producing.
He's consistent. His numbers have been consistent.
He's consistently awesome.
See, that's a little biased talk right there.
It is a biased talk, but it's also I can back it up with facts though.
I agree. I don't know. It's John Brown.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard some good things
He's
about
moving
him.
his way up rankings everywhere.
Yes. So, and then, DJ, we were just talking about
Mm-hmm.
David Johnson. I mean, he's been talking about getting like 30 touches a game.
Mm-hmm.
So, if he's going to get 20 carries, 10 receptions a game at the minimum.
Mm-hmm.
So, it will, increase, Carson's outlook.
Mm-hmm.
I'd look at him maybe 11th round.
Yeah, you look at him towards the end. I mean, he's not somebody you need to take early by any means.
No, I'd still take Big Ben over him, but that's
There's
another.
talk about bias.
Hey, I'm just.
Yeah.
That's
No.
facts. I mean,
Yeah, I know. It's facts. Yeah.
hey,
Bell,
I'll go on record.
Bell, Brown, Roethlisberger, you've
The
named all of them
killer
today.
bees.
We've been recording for 28 minutes, and I've heard about all 3 of them already.
Hey,
But no,
facts
I
are
mean,
facts.
facts are facts. Yeah, they're going to have great years.
Mm-hmm.
Can't argue that. Season's getting close.
Man,
People are already starting to draft. If you're drafting already, please be careful because things are about to change for the next 4 weeks dramatically.
Yes.
But yeah, like I said, people are getting ready to draft. Our draft's still a few weeks away.
Mm-hmm.
We've been pop locking and mocking it.
Pop, lock, and mock it.
That's right. That's right. Been real active on Twitter. Make sure you guys try to look us up on Twitter.
Yep.
I mean, we are on there daily, interacting.
Yeah.
Having a good time. Talk to us. I mean, hey, ask questions. Yeah. Say, hey, next episode, shout us out. We'll do whatever. If you're interested on coming on the show, let us know. We'll find a way to make it happen.
Yes, indeed.
Lots of way to get in touch with us. Email us, thefantasyheadliners@gmail.com. Find us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter.
Yeah.
You can also find us on a website, blog.offensivefoul.com. Check them out.
Yep.
We got our videos up there. Lots of good content. Lots of ways to get in touch with us.
Oh, yeah.
We are very available.
Very.
And we're willing to talk to sports fans.
All day, every day.
That's right. And we haven't ended the show like this in a couple of days. But, Mac, tell the people again why we do this.
Man, because losing sucks.
Absolutely. You guys have a good one. We'll see you later.
Peace.